All right, what's going on, everyone? We're going to be going over just a quick video on speed running Deal Sniper, how I'm going to go on Redfin and pick my market, what filters I'm going to pick, and we're going to get you sending offers literally in the next 3 minutes. So follow along. I'm going to be going on Redfin.com first, picking a market, and toggling some filters to make my list a little more motivated so I can pick those properties to offer on. So let's get into it. First, we're going to go to Redfin.com, guys. Here's the website right here, Redfin.com. And we're going to type in a city over 500,000 people. I'm going to pick Houston, Texas. It's a great market right now, and that's the market we're going to pick. So let's pick Houston, Texas. And I'm going to have to buffer out a lot of these addresses because YouTube's really strict with addresses, so you might not see these. First, we're going to go to filters, guys. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to offer on homes under $250,000. There's a couple reasons why. One is usually homes under $250,000 or just pretty cheap. They're more free and clear opportunities. And free and clear meaning like there's no mortgage on the property. We don't care if there's a mortgage, but I love seller finance deals and not having to take over the mortgage. So if it's free and clear, those deals I love to do. And then second, the buyer pool like literally just opens up when you have cheaper deals. It's easier to ask a buyer to put $20K down on a deal versus having an $800,000 home in contract and having your buyer put $90K down on the deal or something. Most people can't just move $90,000 within 2 weeks. When I'm asking a buyer for $20K and I'm only making $5K on the deal, I'd rather be able to move a lot more deals and make those small chunks. So I like offering on cheaper homes. So after we go and put this $250,000 filter in, and guys, you can play around with this. I just, for when I'm kind of doing mass marketing, this is what I like to target. But if you have a niche buyer, don't hesitate to increase this filter. Second, we're gonna go to houses and multifamilies. Again, this is what I like to do. If you have a buyer that buys strictly condos, filter for condos, right? This is just what I'm filtering for now. And the last one is the most important one. Guys, with Deal Sniper and Redfin, we're not offering cash offers. Cash offers suck on market. First, buyers barely buy cash offers on market. And then second of all, it's if you are gonna ever do a cash deal on market, you're probably gonna have to get it at like 50 cents on the dollar. And that's really hard. So every time I offer on market, it's creative finance. With creative finance, nobody's going to accept creative finance if it's only 2 days on the market. Even when I list a property that's my own, I'm not going to entertain anything creative. I want to try to get my full price up front. I might wait 2-3 weeks. My agent will probably tell me, hey, the average days on market is about 30 days right now. Let's wait 30 days, see what we get, and then we can readjust. So what I like to do is I like to put a filter for time on Redfin more than 90 days. This is only going to show us every property that has been on market for more than 90 days. Now these sellers are going to be a little more motivated where it's like, dang, I tried the traditional route. I tried to get that conventional offer. I tried to get that full price cash offer, and they're not getting it. So now when I offer a solution that's more creative, they'd be more willing to think about taking that offer. Does that make sense, guys? So we have 539 homes that we can offer on in Houston, Texas right now. But I'm just going to pick a property. Right, let's just pick this one right here. Now, fully rehabbed. This is what I like to see right here. I don't like offering on dumps. It's way easier to sell a deal if it's turnkey with a creative finance deal. Because when buyers are buying these creative finance deals, they're putting a tenant in the property so they can collect monthly payments every single month and then make a difference, which is their cash flow. So if they're putting a tenant in the property and they don't want to flip it, that means it's more of a drag for them to go and close on the property, put a 1 to 3 month rehab in, and now from the day of closing, when they're paying that seller every single month, they're losing money. If it's already rehabbed, that buyer can go and put a tenant in there right away and never have to do a rehab on the property so they can get a better return on their investment. So typically with creative finance deals, I love turnkey type of deals. If it needs a little work, that's fine. But I'm not looking at dumps. If it's a dump, skip it. So let's look at this one. All I'm gonna do, this has been on market for more than 90 days. I'm just gonna copy this address and we're gonna bring it into Deal Sniper. Copy, Deal Sniper. I already made an account on Deal Sniper. Here's the website right here, guys. DealSniper.ai, if you guys can see that. Make an account, it's only $1 a day. That's literally, what, $30 a month, that's 2 Starbucks trips. If you're not willing to sacrifice 2 Starbucks trips this month, you shouldn't be in real estate. $1 a day is very cheap to send as many offers as possible during the day. So after you make your account, right, go on Deal Sniper. I'm gonna paste the address into Deal Sniper. Here we go. Here goes all the information on the property. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll down to create a finance offer and I'm gonna hit no. What Deal Sniper did is it underwrote the whole deal right here, what it's gonna get for as a rental property, what we can offer to the seller as a monthly payment with all this taken into account. It takes all these numbers right here and it generates a creative finance offer. Here goes the letter right here. Here's the agent's name, Dear Jennifer. Here goes the offer terms. Pretty much it's saying, hey, you tried to go your route of getting your full price offer. I'm willing to be the only one to give you that offer at your asking price. And the system's defaulted to offer a little over asking. If you don't want to offer over asking, you don't have to. You can always change it right here. Let's say you want to offer $190,000. But pretty much this is just saying like, hey, you tried to go the route of selling your property. You couldn't. So I'll give you that full price offer that you're looking for, but on creative finance terms. I'm going to give you $13,000 down and then give you $672 every single month until that other $177,000 that you're owed is paid off. And how do we make money on this deal? What we're going to do is we're going to find a buyer and be like, hey, Mr. Buyer, I have a deal for $20K down if I want to make $7K on the deal. And when the buyer agrees to it, or if he does agree to it, and he brings that $20K to the title company is going to get this out of the $13K, and there's going to be $7K left over, and the title company is going to know that's my assignment fee to give to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit copy this offer right here, and it's going to go to this agent right here. Here goes their phone number, but I can't really show it on this video. I would send it to their phone number. Also, every agent's information is public data. You can literally look up this agent's name on Google, and you will be able to find their email as well. If you can't find their email, just shoot them a text. Be like, hey, my name's Calvin, or whatever your name is. I want to make an offer on this property. What's your email? Or you can even send them this letter to their phone number. Whatever you got to do to get the offer to the agent. Next, this is the last step right here. Sometimes the agents aren't going to get the email. Sometimes the agents aren't going to get the text. So every time what I do is I go and call the agent immediately after I send the offer. And I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Agent, my name's Calvin. I just shot you over an offer on your property. Can you just please confirm that you received the offer? We're really motivated to move on this one. Let's say they don't see it. You can say, hey, can you check your spam folder for me? Most of the time it's going to be in that spam folder, and we just saved ourselves an accepted offer. We can send 1,000 offers in a day, and if every single one goes to their spam folders, it's as good as sending no offers. I'd rather have you go and send 10 offers a day and confirm with each agent that 10 of them went through. Quality of the offer is going to be way better than the quantity of the offer when you're wearing all the hats. Now, when you scaled out, quantity is going to be a little better because you can only do so much in a day. So you're willing to kind of take a little bit off the gas on quality and kind of favor more quantity, if that makes sense. That's literally a speed run on how to get an offer out. You don't need to learn about the title company shit right now. You don't need to know any of that. You can learn about it along the way. You're never going to get a deal watching more and more educational YouTube videos. It's all about taking action. You can watch this video because this video is about taking action. You could literally start taking action today. DealSniper.ai, Redfin.com. Use those two websites together and start sending out offers. When you guys join DealSniper, we literally have a Discord for when you join. If you need help with anything, we have contracts in here on how to fill them out. Look at cash and seller finance contracts, sub-2 and hybrid contracts, assignment contracts. We have videos on how to fill them out. So you don't have to worry about this stuff right now. Worry about taking action. And when the problem comes, you can reach out to me in the Discord, you can reach out to my partners, you can reach out to people that have done deals on the Discord, and then figure out the answer to the problem. That's going to make it way easier, if that makes sense. But that's pretty much it, guys. Drop questions in the comments. I want to make like a Deal Sniper playlist of just every single thing you have a question to, and I want to make a video answer for it. But this was just like a little speed run on how to start taking action using Deal Sniper. Good luck, guys. Go get those deals. Stay consistent. Consistency is going to be everything in this process.